alaikum and hello everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Today IEEE PF-KIET Student Branch welcomes you all for the official celebrations for IEEE Day 2020. We present to you a power webinar series to help you understand what IEEE is and what role it plays in every student's life. IEEE Day marks the first time in history when engineers worldwide and IEEE members gathered to share their technical ideas in 1884. This celebration demonstrates the ways thousands of IEEE members in local communities joined together to collaborate on ideas that leverage technology for a better tomorrow. Now, built into the core, the theme of IEEE Day for 2020 is Leveraging Technology for a Better Tomorrow. The webinar entitled for today is IEEE and its role in an engineer's life. And we are extremely glad to have Mr. Saifullah Baloch with us, who is the former SSR 2019 of IEEE Karachi section. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us today. Before we begin, all our participants are requested to keep your mics and videos turned off during the entire session. We will have a question and answer session at the end in which you can raise your hand and the host will give you the opportunity to ask your question. You can also send any messages or questions to the host through the chat with your name and affiliation at the end. Now, without further ado, we'll hand over the control to our most esteemed speaker, Mr. Saifullah.
So, thank you so much, Ria and his team, for inviting me on delivering this session on IEEE and its role in an engineer's life. First of all, the thing which I felt very necessary to start this session and choosing this topic, that because nowadays people who are coming, joining the universities, they are totally unaware about the student, you can say, face of the IEEE. So most of the time they see that people who are graduated are pursuing their studies, higher studies, after bachelor's, they are getting the benefits from IEEE. And there is much lack of knowledge for the undergrad students. So I felt there must be a session on focusing the audience who are especially newcomers and those who are still unaware of these benefits and IEEE role in their lives. And even after graduating, they can avail these kind of benefits. So starting with that, Alhamdulillah, as you all know, Fabia has introduced me very well. So she has just told you about my volunteer role, which I had in past in IEEE Karachi section. I am Saifullah Baloch. I am pursuing my electrical engineering bachelor's degree from Mehran University of Engineering Technology, Jamshoro, and I am just immediate past section student representative of IEEE Karachi section 2019. So starting with my topic, let me just give you a little bit introduction about IEEE. At the start, I would like to put in some important thing which may become in your mind, that should we go for the full form of IEEE or just these four letters IEEE, which is nowadays recognizable as just IEEE, not its full form, that is Institute of Electrical Electronics Engineers. Because nowadays the IEEE has become such a wide area of institute organization which is working in every field, not in only engineering, but also in medical sciences and entrepreneurship and everything which is connected with the people, academic as well as social life. So IEEE is not limited to electrical or electronics engineer. So we have to keep this in our mind, that IEEE is just now IEEE, not Institute of Electrical Electronics Engineer. So we have to, for just knowledge, we can keep it, but when we just talking about this organization, we have to use just IEEE. So first of all, I would like to give you an introduction, IEEE is an association dedicated to advancing innovation and technology. It's the world's largest organization, technical organization, because everywhere in your surrounding, when you are finding any kind of research paper, conference, or any academic related standards, and people who are connected with industry, they can get the importance of IEEE standards. Okay, and IEEE is much involved in these fields related with area, technology, and modernizing the uncivilized, the remote areas where the people are not accessible to technology. IEEE is playing a very great role in accessing and making those people accessible to the technology with a very smooth way. So IEEE is playing a great role nowadays for advancing the technology for humans and also advancing the lives of humans for using the technology smoothly and more accurately. And IEEE is providing a much knowledge about these kind of aspects for modernizing the uncivilized society, the people, whoever is the part of the society. IEEE is playing a very vital role, essential role, and without IEEE nowadays engineering, we cannot call it a complete, complete without IEEE. And afterward, inshallah, when you just get to your higher studies, those who are in bachelor's, when you get to your higher studies, you will find IEEE in everywhere, especially in those areas who are not only underdeveloped, but they are far away than us in technology and innovation, and pursuing the challenges, facing those difficulties which you are facing in science. So IEEE is everywhere in there. The founding stones, I'll just give you a brief introduction initially, but now just let me go, you can say the foundation of IEEE, then how it started. So there were two organizations that were Institute of Radio Engineers and American Institute of Electrical Engineers. They both merged themselves in 1963 and become IEEE. And the reason behind that was that why we are not choosing a single platform for sharing our ideas, for making those fields work collaboratively, mutually, to become more accessible, to become more, a bridge. They wanted the bridge of knowledge connected more harder, and the people who are just get confused that whether they should go for the telecommunication, whether they should go for the power side, they're confused. So why don't we just join that on from a single source? And unichromatic sources are very important, because if you just see many things in front of you, you will get confused, and you will be having a very less, you can say, selectivity, because you have to choose one or two task. It will be tough for you. So they have decided source for the engineers. Either they are related with the telecommunication or power side or electronics. So this was the thing, and this was the reason they have just merged themselves. And for the membership too, because people are, it's very tough to have multiple memberships due to financial issues and other things. But they have just decided that we should also work for this, that people can just get a single membership and they can get the benefit from both of the areas. Now I will not go in detail that what the date is. Then inshallah I will be giving this presentation to the host, and they will be uploading it, and you can get the fact and figures that how they've joined. And we have also told you that in 1884 American Institute of Electrical Engineers and IEEE Institute of Radio Engineers in 1972, they were both founded. But let me just tell you who were the founders. And inshallah, I hope that you will very much surprised the people who are recognized by, worldwide, they are recognized, and you will inshallah easily get them, and without telling their names, you will inshallah get to know that who were they who founded Institute of Radio Engineers and Institute of American Institute of Electrical Engineers. So I'm just giving you a hint. This just joke cracking, you can say, while presentation. So you can just get these things in your mind that who are the founders. Now you can just take a guess from that. No, not him. Okay. So Mr. Thomas Edison, I have to just shown a waveform over there of direct current. So basically he gave the idea of direct current. And Mr. Alexander Graham Bell, who invented telephone. So he was the founder of Institute of Radio Engineers, and Thomas Edison was the founder of American Institute of Electrical Engineers. So they were the both great scientists, and in not only Western world, but for the Eastern side too. And how many members that IEEE had when it was founded? So basically, it has 150,000 members and 140,000 members. Those were permanent residents of America, USA. So still, you can just get the thing that why USA have 6 regions, because of the population, the more members than any of the, but starting from the region 1 to 6, the combined population is much higher than any of the region individually. Okay. But in practical, if you are comparing a single region, then IEEE region 10 has the maximum number of IEEE members in these 10 regions. If you want to find more about IEEE, its history, you can go for the IEEE History Center and all these things. So IEEE today have more than 4,22,000 members in worldwide, and more than, you can say, 1,24,000 student members. And I'm telling you, this thing you have to keep in your note, that this organization has a great role, and people who are with, you can say, having IEEE student membership, they are basically the foundation stones of IEEE membership. So they are, much in every era. From the start, IEEE has a larger number of student members. Majority of members were student members. So it has more than 350 sections, 3,422 student branches, 2,066 student branch chapters of IEEE technical societies. I'll be inshallah telling you how many societies that IEEE have and what kind of technical societies and what is technical society. Inshallah, I'll be telling you in the next slide. So 568 affinity groups and these all things. Okay. Sorry. So and 39 technical societies and 7 technical councils, more than 4.5 million, but now they have celebrated their 5 million documents on IEEE Explorer. And IEEE Explorer is a platform actually, and inshallah, we have a detailed slides on that too. So, and IEEE sponsor 1,900 conferences every year. This is a huge number. So you can just imagine that how many conferences are taking place in your city, your country, and if you are taking a continent, then 1,900 is a big number. So you can just take these things, that this much IEEE is sponsoring the academic platforms for presenting the research by the researchers, students, and anyone who's related with academia, industry even, they are sponsoring these things. Okay. Now, geographical structure, IEEE has divided the whole world in 10 regions. Then these regions have sections, subsection under the main sections, and then student branches under those sections, and student branches have student chapters. And for controlling, for the regulation, they have different boards, which are Technical Activities Board, IEEE Society and Technical Council Board, IEEE membership and geographical activities board, that is MGA, which is controlling the main, you can say, the membership count, the academic student affairs, and everything they are controlling. Okay. Now the technical chapter. These are the technical chapter. A technical chapter is actually a part of a student branch or a part of a section. They are working specifically on the objectives of the technical society. Like IEEE Power and Energy Society, it's working on the power and energy related fields. Either that can be energy systems, either that can be a mechanical, electrical engineering, electrical power, electronics. They are working on these fields, and there's much more. There's many more fields that comes under the objectives of Power and Energy Society. So like IEEE Communication Society, it's working on the telecommunication, and you can say IEEE System Engineering and the IEEE Network Engineering, or any of the field which is coming under the objectives of IEEE Communication Society. They all come under IEEE Communication Society. So these societies and you can say technical chapters are just founded or formed for specifying the some areas, specific areas or field of interest, so that people can you can say just join that specific group. Okay, so people don't have need to confuse on that. Any one of you, if you are having any field related with power side, you can just join PACE, Power Energy Society. If you are in biomedical engineering, IEEE have a great society, and it's one of the most you can say innovative one in comparison with the other society in biology. So you can, if you are a biomedical student, you will be getting a great benefits from this EMS. So if you are a student, and even if you are not a student, and if you have graduated, you are a graduate student member, or if you are working for your person, in any field related with biology and medicine, and we have done and specifying engineering or these all related fields, you can go and join this, and you will get many benefits from that. Okay. Now these are the list of the societies that IEEE has, that is 39 in number. There's a different one. I'll take just 1 and 2 and define them. Like Geoscience and Remote Sensing Society. If you are a student in geology, this is a general science field, natural science field, you can say, and you can just get many resources from this society. Journals, research papers, standards, everything you will get from that. You can, and if we take the Microwave Theory and Techniques Society, that is MTTS, that is also related with telecommunication. So in our university, Mehran University, that are 2 societies that are still working in telecommunication, as they are both registered. Affinity group, you can especially, let me tell you, these are IEEE Consultants Network, Life Member Affinity Group, IEEE Young Professionals. So these are for networking, and not networking for what? With a purpose, with an objective, with an aim to make people aware about the technical side of the IEEE. So this is a social one, non-technical one, but it's a very important. These are one of the most, you can say, the basic societies which have to be a part of IEEE, as well as while being a member of technical society, you have to be a member of these, because this will help you in your social interaction, your mutual collaboration, and people belonging to technical side, you will get these people in these societies, and you can for these technical groups. People, you should not get these are non-technical or social group. No, these are not for kitty parties or for all these things. But these are for the social help, for social collaboration, mutualization, globalization, for joining people related to the technical societies. So they have to come on these platforms and you have to join them. IEEE Standard Association. The one of the most thing from where IEEE earns, yes, you heard it, that IEEE earn most of the budget. If I'm not wrong, if I just say that IEEE earns only from IEEE standards. Yeah, IEEE earns from IEEE Explorer, these all things. But you can say most of the 70% that IEEE has financially, the treasure that IEEE has, that is from IEEE standards. What is IEEE standard now? Now, have you ever heard IEEE 802.11, IEEE 1302, IEEE, most of the time when you are installing or making a gaming PC or connecting a Wi-Fi device with your PC or anything, any control system, then you will find the Wi-Fi IEEE 802.1113 and these all things. These are called IEEE standards. Let me give you a short example of that. I'm an electrical engineer, I'm an electrical engineering student. If I need a wire of having capability to sustain the 3 ampere current, what kind of wire I have to use? And I want that wire connected underground. That who will tell me that what standard section area of that wire must have to hold 3 ampere current? That IEEE will tell me that if you are using it underground, if you are having 3 amperes current, if you want any, you can say for a special application, then you need to use this as standard, and this standard will define a 3 ampere wire, a wire having a capability of 3 ampere current used for the connecting underground conductors, that you have to use wire of this length, this cross-section area, with this thermal capability, and this and this. Now, all the definition which I have got from standards. And if I'm using that standard, I have to see which are working nowadays. If I'm not wrong, that every industry, you can say workplace, which are who want their product to be marketed, to be launched, to be certified by the organization, then they have to use the standards. For example, in pharmaceutical company, if you are using, if you want the accreditation, if you want the certification from the World Health Organization, that you have to work under the standards of specific, controlling authorities, controlling organization, like National Council for Electrical Code, National Electrical Code, NEC, IEC, IEEE. So if you will say that I have installed this machine with using standard of IEEE, quoting the standard IEEE 1400 point this, and if you will show those regulating authorities like WHO or any, you can say the worldwide organization, if you want a certification, then they will definitely approve that. Then they will give you certificate of that, you can say standard, because you are using that standard. So these standards are used by every industry, and hundreds, thousands of standards are used by the industries and the workplaces, and there are more than 1,200 standards. And IEEE is earning much more, millions of dollars from these IEEE standards. So it's very much important and essential part of IEEE earning. Plus, it's the need of the world. It's a need of industrialization for these all things. IEEE conference is now, I'm just going to, you can say, just have some slides after this last one. These from now, from onwards, we have slides focusing on IEEE students and IEEE role in engineer's life. So let me just go for it. IEEE conferences, as I've already told you, if you want to publish uh, your research paper, your article, so you can join any IEEE conference. For especially those students who are working in computer system engineering, that is much more important. For those, the IEEE conference paper is very much important than the IEEE general, according to my knowledge. That maybe I'm wrong in this point of view, because everyone has different point of view regarding these importance of journal paper and conference paper. But I heard it from someone who has done PhD from South Korea in computer system engineering, and he's also my teacher. So he told me, and he has more than 7 or 8 conference publications. So he has told me the importance of IEEE conference publication in computer system or computing fields. Okay, so if you want to join any kind of conference for your as a participant, as an author, as a researcher, anyone, you can go on the IEEE.org and search for the conference in nearby and specifying the subject or related field. And in the next slides, I'll be going also giving you a IEEE innovative technology network for searching those specific area. IEEE publication, you can go for the IEEE Explorer, which have more than 5 million publication. And if you find any thesis, any research paper review, either it's a review paper or either as a just a research paper, you can go through the last page of it on the references. You will find at least not at least 5 of the references from the IEEE journal or IEEE conference paper. This much IEEE is involved in your academia. Now, IEEE Learning Network. If you want to pursue those courses which have a knowledge, including those specific area, like if you want to know about the power in Europe, if you want to know about the power analysis in South Korea, if you want to know about the power crisis, energy development, if you want to go for the career development, if you go for the new emerging technology, computing, machine designing, machine learning, deep sciences, deep learning, data sciences, telecommunication engineering, and all those courses you will find on the IEEE Learning Network. And these courses are very much expensive if you are not a member. And still, after being a member, you will not get completely free, but there will be a great discount. Like if any course having a worth of $100, then you only need to pay $20 for that course in specific seasons that IEEE used to give discounts, or in normal days for a member it will be more than half. So you will get on in $50, $60, but you will get a discount. And more other courses which are almost free for the members, and you will just enroll yourself in that course and get the presentation, your email, you can purchase that course and go through the presentation with voice, and after that you will get a test and you will get a certificate which you can nowadays a piece is working on this thing, and I've heard that the piece is working for the accreditation of IEEE courses. So if you get a certificate of CPD points or PDH point, so you will need in getting a professional engineer license, because now we are a member of Washington Accord. So for that you have to need some credit points, some professional development hours. So IEEE courses have those CPD points, and you can get yourself awarded with these points, and in getting a license. And for the professional engineer, you can get help after learning these courses. IEEE resource centers. So first of all, okay, but you just get it. Okay, on clicking IEEE, just write in your URL IEEE.org. You will get a resource center there. IEEE Resources Center. When you click on this, you will get to a new window, and you will find that every society has its resource center. Every like Orange Society has a resource center. IEEE Industrial and Automation Society has its own, you can say, resource center. You can find your field of interest of those resources like technical reports, standards, research articles, webinars, all the things. IEEE Spectrum. Being a student, you have to be connected with this magazine. If you are not, able to get it in hard copy, because you have to pay for it, for the hard copy, but it's completely free for the IEEE members, or even those who are not members and just have account on IEEE.org. They can also join IEEE Spectrum. But for member, there's many other benefits. Some accessible sites that are only for the members, and that are very much important. So being a member, you will get an not additional, you can say, benefits, but those benefits which are essential, not additional but essential benefits, which you will get if you're a member. So IEEE Spectrum has a, you can say, technology use, and some recent development which are working, like as you can see in this screenshot, that IEEE Airbus plans hydrogen powered carbon neutral aeroplanes. So this I just went through few days ago, and I just found this on IEEE Spectrum. So these new developments you will find only on IEEE Spectrum. So you must go through this weekly, monthly, or anytime you get, you can say that you find yourself free from the other important things. So social life, have chit chat, Facebook, or everything from your. If you will find just 5 minutes of your free time, you can go through this IEEE Spectrum. Okay, IEEE Students. Now IEEE has a separate platform for IEEE students, where you can find your nearby student branch. For example, if you are a student of any university, if you want to find any student branch nearby, that will be most probably in your university, because IEEE Karachi section and the SEC team is working very much hard, and I must praise them that now, inshallah, if any of the university which is remaining, there will be a new student branch established over there, because people are getting much aware about, and these all are efforts of IEEE SEC team and IEEE Karachi section, and people who are working voluntarily, free of cost. They are working for IEEE. Inshallah, you will get many of the student branches in your nearby, and you can connect yourself through this IEEE student website, and you can also get funding opportunities from these IEEE students. You can get, you can say, mentor network from this IEEE students. IEEE Technology Navigator. Many of the fields you find on your screen, that like communication system, physics, robotic, rebooting, computing, artificial intelligence, security, control equipment, IEEE brain. If you click any of the technology, you will find some field of interest on your next page, and then you can choose more specifically in that area. So that will be helping you finding your field of interest, and specifying helps you much better that how easily you are reaching to something which is you are interested, you want to find it. So that is much easier nowadays. You can find whatever you want, whatever you need, whatever you desire, technology, whatever your desired field, you can just go through it. IEEE Technology Navigator. Just search it on Google. There's no rocket science in that. You can just search on it, and you will find easily on the first or second link. IEEE Foundation. Now, focusing on the grants. IEEE Foundation provides a wide number of funding for the people, for the volunteers, and IEEE Foundation has a core area of interest for the, you can say, for those who are underprivileged areas. So they are working for those. So being an engineer, now the thing which you are confusing, which is confusing now, I think that maybe in your mind rolling around and round. Say I haven't used the word engineer in my complete slides, and so all the, so from the start when I just go starting my presentation, the subject which I have chosen, that is for the engineers. So you have to not only focus that whether this is only for engineers or for IEEE volunteers or what. No need to confuse about that. That whatever I have told you in my last slides, that is complete for the engineers. Okay. Now IEEE Foundation, I have told you, if you are belonging to any underprivileged area, you can contact IEEE Foundation for any help, funding, any technical help you can get. And that is, remember, you cannot work individually. Remember this thing. You have to get connected with the section. You have to get from the approval from the section. You have to work through it. So they will help you in contact with the IEEE Foundation. So you don't need to have to bypass, and you must not bypass, and you should not bypass, because this is a professional channel which you have to follow. If you will bypass it, you will not get anything but the number of blunders on your name. No, and you don't have to do that, because IEEE has designed a very smooth system, and you have to work for it. You have to work, you have to go through these channels and through the all things which are necessary for working professionally in IEEE. IEEE Special Group of Special Interest Group on Humanitarian Technology. This is, you can say, somehow matching with IEEE Foundation, and likewise funding or granting for the underprivileged areas, or so, but they are completely focused on humanitarian technology, use of technology for humans, for the development, for making them, for making the people to compete with the society and get and become a part of the race of human life. And to become a professional part of society, they have to they need to be financially strong. They have to be technologically strong. And for that, you have to work with the IEEE side. And engineer, if you are, for example, if you're finding any area which having a lack of electricity, or lack of any resources which are necessary, nutrition, anything, and if any technology which is rolling in your mind, which is which you can bring, so you can contact with the IEEE Special Interest Group on Humanitarian Technology. And number one thing, I'm repeating it again, do not bypass the channel. Go through the section. They will be helping you in contact with the IEEE side, because IEEE has Alhamdulillah, IEEE Karachi section has Alhamdulillah IEEE site group for the IEEE Karachi section, and you have to collaborate with them for any issue, and they will also help in writing the proposal. So you don't need to worry. You have people on board for helping you guys. IEEE Standards University, that's very much, you can say, fine. I have just went through it. It's very much, you can say, helping for the specialist students, engineers, because if you want to work for the IEEE standard, like if you have any proposed project idea, which you have to, you want to design, and that is especially focusing on IEEE standard, then you can work for it. You can work with it using that standard, ask for the grant, submit your application, submit your supervisor's application, his profile data and everything. That's every information is you can say is uploaded on this IEEE Standards University site, IEEE Student Grants. You can go in the Grants tab and you will find IEEE Standards Student Grant, and you will get funding for a FYP also. So that is especially focused on the students, for the engineers, for the upcoming engineers. Okay, so that is IEEE is providing a great vast, wide area of opportunities that you have to work, and you have to just need to explore. And exploring is very much important. If you don't go on the website IEEE.org, you will not find, you will not get anything. ओके हरकत में बरकत है। और मैं अब उर्दू में इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ क्योंकि अब वो मज़ा भी आएगा ना बात करने में। जो मैं कर रहा था वो अंग्रेज़ों वाला वो एक लहजा छोड़कर अच्छा लग रहा है, थोड़ा सा सुकून फील कर रहा हूँ, जुबान को बहुत ज़्यादा घुमा रहा था मैं। खैर, क्योंकि मैं आइल्स की तैयारी कर रहा हूँ इस वक्त, इसीलिए मैंने अपनी पूरी प्रेजेंटेशन इंग्लिश में दी है। सो होप यू गाइस लाइक। अगर कोई गलती हो तो मुझे बता देना। सो जस्ट IEEE की अगर मैं बात करूँ तो एक शख्स ने मुझे कहा कि मुझे IEEE कोई बेनिफिट नहीं दे रही, ये सब बकवास है, ये कुछ भी नहीं है, इसको कुछ नहीं आता, ये सब रोलू है, इनको कुछ भी नहीं आता। सही है, तो मुझे एक थोड़ा सा फील हुआ कि आई थिंक आई नीड टू आस्क समथिंग फ्रॉम हिम। तो मैंने उनसे ये पूछा कि IEEE की वेबसाइट क्या है, मुझे थोड़ा बताइएगा, मुझे सर्च करनी है, मेंबरशिप करवानी है। यार IEEE.com है या इस तरह कुछ IEEE.pk इस तरह। मैंने कहा सर मैं IEEE का मेंबर हूँ 1 साल से, और मुझे पता है मुझे इससे कितने बेनिफिट्स मिले हैं। सो IEEE की जो वेबसाइट है IEEE.org है। सो अगर हमें किसी के घर का दरवाजा या रास्ता भी ना पता हो और हम उनके घर की जो है वो पीछे से बताएं कि नहीं इनके तो भाई लड़ते हैं, इनके तो फलां लड़ते हैं, इनको खानदान में इतने सारे मसले हैं, जब हमें उनके घर का रास्ता तक नहीं पता और हम बैठ के उनके घर की बातें करेंगे तो ये मुनासिब नहीं है। So first you need to go through it, explore, you have to work hard, and then if you don't get anything, then blame, because after that you will at least a proof of or evidence that you need to give show to the people that I have worked, I have hard work or something else, I didn't get anything. So ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है, हमने भी काम किया है, I have also volunteered. Alhamdulillah, I have got much more than anyone expected. So IEEE आपको जॉब भी दिलाएगी, IEEE जॉब नेटवर्क पे जाएं, उसके ऊपर जॉब्स भी आपको मिलेंगी, IEEE रिज्यूम लैब आपको रिज्यूम भी बना के देगा, सारी इंटरव्यू ट्यूटोरियल्स उसके पास मौजूद है, IEEE कॉर्पोरेट के बहुत सारी चीजें जो मैं इसमें शामिल ना कर सका क्योंकि मेरे इस वक्त प्रैक्टिकल चल रहे हैं, एग्जाम चल रहे हैं, तो आई वाज वेरी बिजी। बट मुझे बड़ी खुशी हुई कि IEEE सेट टीम हैज इनवाइटेड मी, सो दिस वाज ऑल थिंग। एंड अभी भी कोई फिक्र की बात नहीं है, कोई भी मसला हो यू कैन जस्ट कॉन्टैक्ट मी ऑन माय ईमेल। आई हैव जस्ट फॉरगॉटन टू गिव यू दैट, बट इंशाल्लाह the host will be posting that saifullahbaloch134@IEEE.org। मेरा तो डोमेन भी IEEE का है। ओके, सो जब भी मैं किसी को ईमेल देता हूँ तो वो कहते हैं कि आप इस आपकी जो है वो डोमेन जो है वो IEEE का है, तो दैट्स अ बिग थिंग। सो ये आपकी आइडेंटिटी बन जाती है, और आप कहीं भी अप्लाई करेंगे, जॉब के लिए हो या कुछ के एडमिशन के लिए भी हो ना, किसी अब मास्टर्स के लिए, तो IEEE का नाम ही आपके लिए काफी, चाहे वो नस्ट हो। एंड पीपल हु आर स्टडीइंग इन नस्ट एंड कनेक्टेड विद IEEE, दे आर माय फ्रेंड्स, एंड उन्होंने कहा कि मुझे IEEE ने इंटरव्यू में हेल्प किया। इवन आफ्टर माय लो GPA, उन्होंने देखकर मुझे कहा कि आपकी लो GPA क्यों है। सो आई जस्ट सेड कि मैं IEEE का वॉलंटियर हूं, एंड मैं बहुत बिजी रहा हूँ इस तरह, और आई हैव सोशल लाइफ और समथिंग, और IEEE से कनेक्टेड रहा, तो मेरी एकेडमिक में जो है वो मैं थोड़ा पीछे रह गया। लेकिन इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि IEEE एकेडमिक से पीछे रह जाती, नो, यू हैव टू बैलेंस इट। हर चीज को बैलेंस करना सीखें, मल्टीपल टास्क मेकर बने, एवरीथिंग विल बी सॉल्व। सो उस बंदे को IEEE की वजह से मास्टर्स में एडमिशन मिला। सो thank you very much, and you can the floor is open for your questions and suggestions. If you want to add anything, please tell me. Over to you, Fabia. Okay, just unmute you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Participants, thank you for unmuting me, host. So now, if any one of you have any questions, you can raise your hand, and we will give you the permission to ask the questions. Does anyone have any questions? You can raise your hand or type your question in the chat, and the host will forward it and ask on your behalf.
We have few questions in chat from engineer Abid uh, Nasir Hirsi. Uh, uh, he asked for graduate student which mm, membership is good if I am willing to get senior mm, membership as soon as possible, and which month is most suitable for getting membership.
Okay, as far as I understood the question, that is regarding that in which month they have to join IEEE, and for a general student, which IEEE society is or membership is good or suitable. What? So answering to that question, basically in January, IEEE has a year starting, so you can join in January. But if you are, just got any news in mid of the year before August 15, and if you want to join IEEE, then you will get after March to till August 15, you will get a special discount that you will get IEEE membership in half of the price. That is $13.5 you have to pay for the that year membership for the first year of new member, not anyone who is having existing IEEE membership, and then for renewal, that is not for the those who are renewing their membership. No, for the new member, they have to join the 13.5 if they are joining IEEE after March till August 15. But if someone who is just after August 15, they will not able to get that discount of $13.5. So they can join any of the time in the year. So in November, after the 3 months, in November, if you are if you are joining IEEE and paying the membership fees, if I'm for example, if I'm renewing my membership in November, so I will get the membership till December. These are the months you can join IEEE, and this for general students, you can just join IEEE. You can get many benefits specific from IEEE. But in according to me, in my opinion, if you are belonging to any field, you have to I think you should join that specific area of field. So that is the thing which you'll go. If anything, anyone want to tell me?
Okay, thank you very much. Do we have any more questions? Participants, you can either raise your hand and we will give you the opportunity to ask your question, or you can drop it in the chat. Do we have any more questions? Host, can you please check the chat?
No.
Okay. It seems that we
No more
don't have
questions.
any more questions. So now we'll move on towards the ending. Mr. Saifullah, on behalf of all the participants in our entire organizing body, we would like to thank you humbly for joining us today and giving us your time. Thank you so much for being with us. Now, we would also like
Pleasure.
to present a very small token of appreciation from our side. If you give us the opportunity to share our screen.
Yeah, why not?
Thank you very much. Host, can you please now share your screen? Okay. So this is a very small token of appreciation from our side to thank you for your time and your efforts for guiding all the
Thank you very much.
participants that are here today. So thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Pleasure is all mine, and I'll be inshallah available for you all guys anytime, any day. If you want to, ask anything about IEEE, I'll be there. Thank you very much.
Okay, now we would also like to thank our all the participants who joined us today and show interest in our events regularly. We would also like to thank those who registered for our events from Malaysia, Iraq, India, Qatar, Kenya, and Singapore. Thank you so much for your continued support. So this is all for today. Thank you very much, and this is goodbye. Hope to see you again soon.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.